You take off work, you go to the movies, you want to go on a trip with these people. And I think the first movie did that very effectively. So part of it was concocting a group of guys, a sort of leaner, meaner, misdemeanor group of dirty half-dozen guys.
You were, I'm not telling you anything about your career you don't know, but you were in the first Predator, way back in '87.
Yeah, that's over 30 years ago, yeah.
I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Carl Weathers, Jesse Ventura.
Man, what a group.
What was that? Well, that set must have been crazy. What was that like?
You know, it was crazy, but it was also hot and sticky, and people had things like diarrhea, you know, so not the best, most convivial environment, but at the same time, I made some really great friendships. It really does feel like, looking back, it's been a long time, and the longevity of this particular character is kind of startling.
So when you saw the first movie after you were on set, what did you think when you were sitting in the theater watching it?
I thought that it was a great little thriller. I knew it did well. I thought a lot of that success owed itself to the fusion at that time of the Alien craze and the Rambo craze. It just was a perfect piece of pulp, a perfect pop art shape, so to speak.
Right. You think back to 30 years ago, that first movie, what did you want to take from that first movie and bring it to this present day?
Well, I always start from a standpoint of character and just forging a group of people bounce off each other in such a way that you feel like you want to spend the afternoon with them. You take off work, you go to the movies, you want to go on a trip with these people. And I think the first movie did that very effectively. So part of it was concocting a group of guys, a sort of leaner, meaner, misdemeanor group of dirty half-dozen guys, right? Beyond that, there was the question of the Predator itself, who's become so iconic. How do you make him scary when everyone already knows? There's no mystery as to what he looks like. Well, I think you go back to the behavior of the Predator. You make him deadly and fast and scary and vicious, too. We got an R rating, so we're able to have him kill people fairly spectacularly.
So, do you think there'll be nods to that first movie in this new one? You know, fans will be able to recognize.
Yeah, there's some Easter eggs there if you're looking, and you know, however many we keep by the end of the process, because we're still finishing the film, I don't know, but there's a history inherent in the film that says yes, the '87 movie happened, yes, Predator 2 happened, probably they all happened. It's a sequel, not a reboot. So this is 30 years later, but it's the same universe, same world. Dutch Schaefer existed. We even have Gary Busey's son, Jake Busey, in the movie, playing the son of the character that Gary played.
And so, I mean, there's been so many comic books and books of Predators, not just movies.
Yeah.
Is there going to be stuff from that, or do those exist in this world?
Ultimately, I think that we pretty much stuck to a very lean template that tries to honor the first movie in a way that if John McTiernan were to take a look, hopefully, in my imagining, he would say, yeah, hey, kid, good job, you did all right.
You know, what's interesting to me is, you know, you played the smaller guy in that first movie, Hawkins, and now you got a whole team of them here.
Yeah, and they're tough guys. The fun thing about this group, they're not muscle-bound, but they're tough in a really interesting and I think relatable way, a human way. And the bravery of them is what will sell, hopefully, not the muscles.